So, my Spider-Man PS4 Stunts video has recently just blown up with views, which is amazing, but I'm always seeing the same comment on there. How do you do the spin? How do you do that trick? So for those that haven't seen the video, people are referring to this, and I have replied to a few people, but I think the comments have just been buried amongst all the new ones. So, true believers, let me answer that question for you today in video format. How do you do that spin thing? So, best place to practice is just any really tall skyscraper, because you need lots of time before you hit the ground in order to get the move right and practice. I personally prefer the Oscorp building just because, well, the view from there is gorgeous, and I feel like there's not many other buildings on the way coming down to get in the way. But I guess your Avengers Tower, Empire State Building or World Trade Center will do just fine. So, get a good running start, or not, and jump off the edge of your desired tall building and let Spider-Man fall into a natural dive. Don't push L3 to start the actual dive bomb, however, because you can't do this air trick or break this dive bomb until you actually hit R2 to swing again, so just don't do it. As soon as Spidey's entered his natural dive, just press and hold triangle and circle together, as you would do for any standard air trick, and then push and hold the left analog stick, either left or right, and there you go, you've got your corkscrew dive. Well, the move is actually dubbed the flying helix. If you look at the air trick prompt, that gives you 2 experience points every time, which is the exact same name as when you just use the controls and the air tricks while swinging around in mid-air. So this particular trick is quite hard to do if you're web swinging between the lower sized buildings, just because there's not enough time to enter a natural dive pose as you're swinging about. And the move takes about a second to kick in before the animation starts, and that second could be the difference between being able to really show off in front of the citizens of New York or just slamming straight into the ground. How embarrassing. It's strange how Insomniac never actually revealed this trick, and players would have just had to have stumbled across it themselves, and I guess not many people would think of attempting an air trick during a dive because it doesn't seem like something you could do, and that's probably why so many people have commented asking how to do the spinny thing. So yeah, secret's out. If you've watched Insomniac's latest gameplay video for Miles Morales, it looks like Miles will be able to perform the exact same maneuver, you know, entering a natural dive first with Miles, and then holding triangle and circle, and then pushing the stick either left or right to do the corkscrew dive. Or here they call it the bullet dive and the torpedo dive, which I think are much cooler names, to be honest. There's of course other dives in Miles Morales that I'm not really sure what the controls would be, like the thinker dive that you see from Into the Spider-Verse, so maybe for that one you hold triangle and circle as you normally would, but then you move the stick either up or down to do that. I don't know, just guessing. I just love that from the new gameplay we've seen so far, that so many of the animations feel very unique to Miles, and it's nice because it doesn't feel like we're just playing Spider-Man on PS4 again, but on a new console, you know, with a different skin and makeover and stuff. It all feels really appropriate for the Be Yourself tagline they released with the reveal trailer for the game, especially with Miles' animations being unique to him, and with new gameplay elements like the Venom Blast, which applies to both combat and traversal, which is really cool. I think air tricks were a really late addition for Spider-Man PS4, just because we never really saw it in gameplay videos until just before the game's released, but from this latest gameplay video we've seen for Miles, it looks like they've definitely taken that into account, with loads of new air tricks and animations, and it all really emphasises Miles being his own version of Spider-Man. So, how many people are getting Miles Morales this year? And how many people are going to practice the air tricks in anticipation for the new Spider game? I mean, practice them in the game and not in real life, you'll hurt yourself and, you know, probably die. And did you already know about the air trick and you've just come to this YouTube video to hear my nice, soothing voice? ASMR? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. We're on 300 and something subscribers, so I'd love to see us reach 400. We can do this. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now, be greater, and be yourself.